Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Everyday English Channel, the podcast that brings real-world English skills straight to your ears. I'm Emma, and today, oh my goodness, we have a big topic.
Huge, essential, career-changing. I'm Jason, and today we're diving into English for giving constructive feedback, one of the most important but most misunderstood professional skills.
Let's start right away with our problem-solution hook. Ever feel like your feedback gets lost in translation? Or worse, causes offense? Mastering constructive criticism in English is a game changer. Today, you'll learn the exact phrases to deliver feedback that helps, not hurts.
Now the intrigue hook. What if your team actually thanked you for your feedback? This happens when your English is clear, respectful, and empowering.
And finally, the benefit hook. Imagine walking into any difficult conversation knowing you can guide it confidently. That's what we'll build today.
We're covering everything. Mindsets, models, phrases, tone, email, remote feedback, plus real scenario role plays. So buckle up. This is going to transform your communication toolkit.
Let's start with the big picture. Why does feedback matter so much? And why is it extra tricky in English?
Feedback is emotional. It touches identity, pride, confidence. Even when it's meant to help, people can feel attacked. Combine that with language barriers and boom, misunderstandings.
I once coached a team in Singapore. One member told another, "You need to be more careful. Your work is not good." He truly meant, there are small errors. If you double-check, your work will be even stronger. But the way it came out? Painful.
Right. English requires cushioning. It's not about being fake. It's about being respectful. For example, your idea is not realistic. Versus, I see some challenges with the idea. Can we explore solutions together?
Plus, cultural differences make things messy. In the US, feedback is indirect. In Germany, it's ultra-direct. In Japan, you almost never say something negative openly. In Cambodia or the Philippines, harmony is prioritized. You avoid embarrassing others. And then people try to mix all these styles in English workplaces. Chaos.
Add remote work into the mix, no tone, no facial expressions, and situations explode.
That's why learning proper English feedback structures protects your relationships. It builds trust.
And trust is currency in global teams. If people trust your intentions, they accept your feedback faster.
Okay, the classic feedback sandwich. Let's talk about why it fails.
It feels manipulative. People know the compliment is just a setup. You're doing great, but the but erases everything before it.
Exactly. Also, it confuses people. They focus on the compliment or the criticism, not both. It feels fake.
Modern workplaces use SBI instead. Let's break it down very thoroughly.
S. Situation. State where and when the issue happened. Example, during Tuesday's budget meeting.
B. Behavior. Describe the action, not the personality. You interrupted the client twice, not you're disrespectful.
And I. Impact. Explain how it affected the team, client, or project. This made the client hesitant to continue sharing.
It's objective. It's factual. It reduces defensiveness by 80%.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's move to soft, respectful openings.
Think of these like stepping stones into the conversation. Do you have a moment to discuss something important? I wanted to check in about something I noticed. I'd love to align on something that could strengthen our workflow. Or can we revisit something from last week's project?
Add empathy. I know these conversations can feel uncomfortable, and I appreciate your openness.
Another is neutral, non-blaming observations.
This is the golden rule. Describe, don't judge. Instead of, you're always late. Say, I noticed you joined the last 3 meetings about 10 minutes after the start time.
Instead of, you don't communicate clearly, say, I felt unsure about next steps after our last meeting.
Now, let's move to framing impact professionally.
This created confusion for the client.
This slowed down the approval process.
The team had to redo several steps.
Here's where you bring support, not punishment. How can we approach this differently next time? What resources would help you succeed? Would you be open to trying? What's your perspective on improving this? If we could redesign the process, what would you suggest?
End with positivity. I'm confident we can turn this into a strength.
Now, extended scenario showdown, long role plays, and analysis.
Scenario 1. Missed deadline.
Let's get started.
Thanks for meeting. I'd like to talk about the analytics report. Situation. It was scheduled for Thursday, but I received it Saturday morning. Behavior. It didn't include the updated dataset. Impact. This pushed the client handover, and the team had to reschedule the presentation. Can you walk me through what happened from your side?
Yeah, thanks for raising it. Honestly, I misjudged the time needed. And when the new data came in late, I panicked and tried to finish everything myself.
Totally understandable. It sounds like workload pressure. What signals do you think we missed earlier?
I should have told you sooner that the data set was bigger than I expected.
That helps. For next time, what would support you better? Earlier check-ins, dividing tasks, or timeline adjustments?
Earlier check-ins, definitely.
Perfect. Let's add a midweek review. And thank you for being honest. This makes us stronger.
Analysis. Emma points out SBI clearly. She maintains warmth. She avoids blame. She uses reflective questions. Jason is guided to self-discover the solution.
Scenario 2. Feedback to a senior.
Okay, I appreciate your time. I wanted to share something from yesterday's meeting. Situation. When the project direction changed last minute, behavior. The update wasn't communicated to the team before the meeting. Impact. Several members seemed unsure about responsibilities afterwards. I'd love to discuss how we can keep everyone aligned.
Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that. What do you think would work better?
Maybe sending a short summary or a Slack update before the meeting?
Great idea. I'll start doing that.
Scenario 3. Remote feedback via email.
Before, bad email. Your last report had mistakes. Fix it. After, good email. Subject, quick alignment on report details. Hi, Ben. Thanks for sending the report. I noticed the budget section wasn't updated, which created a delay in final approval. Could we meet for 10 minutes to align on the version tracking process? I think a quick sync will help us avoid this in the future. I appreciate your hard work. Thanks again for your efforts. Emma.
Tone is respectful. Impact is clear. Solution is collaborative.
Let's wrap with the core principles.
1. Feedback is a conversation, not a judgment.
2. SBI saves relationships.
3. Tone matters, words matter, timing matters.
4. Ask questions more than you give answers.
5. Practice with small, safe situations first.
Action steps for listeners. Pick one phrase and use it this week. Practice giving feedback to yourself in the mirror. Rewrite a rude feedback email into a polite one. Try a real SBI conversation with someone you trust.
Your English doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be thoughtful.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. You are now officially ready to give constructive feedback like a global professional.
You've got this. Go empower someone today.
If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe, like, and share with your friend to give constructive feedback like a global professional.
Keep learning, stay motivated, and remember, you can do it.
Bye, everyone. See you next episode.
Bye, everyone. See you next episode.